What's good, guys? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm sorry to be about 27 minutes late. It's been, a whole lot of hiccup trying to get online, but I'm excited to be doing this Saturday. So if you're joining me one more time, welcome back to our weekly Saturday live right here in my YouTube channel. For those of you who are returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. If you're just joining me for the very first time, thank you so much. So literally, there's been a lot of things that happened this week, and we're going to talk about this in about some 40 to 1 hour, right? Because I'm actually outside, and I just decided to come alive because I have to come alive for you guys, okay? So from wherever you're joining me, because I need to go to the comment section and let me know where you're joining from. I can see about 61 people right now, so please go to the comment section, say hello, say hi, let me know where you're joining from, and of course, straight up, I'm going to post a link and we're going to start our conversations about everything that has happened in week 9 of Big Brother. So do me a favor, 121 people right now. Go to the video, just hit the like button. That's what I want you to do first. Hello, Alexandra. Thank you for coming again. This is like your second time joining. Thank you. Go to the comment section, hit the like button, and of course, I'll be grateful for that, right? From Benin, from USA, Y Vocals, thank you. Olo fella from Lagos, thank you very much. I'm excited to be here. So, I have about 40 minutes to do this with you all today, all right? I'm not at home, so I decided to come alive right here. Thank you, Debbie. You're also beautiful. Hi, handsome. Thank you very much. Hi, beautiful Miss Debbie. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to post a link. But before we do that, there was a fight that happened this morning in the house. If you can hear me clearly, just tell me you can hear me clearly. Hi, Lillian Adike. Thank you so much. There was a fight that happened in the house today, and I'm going to just run us through what happened. Okay, we saw the fact that Chichi and of course Chizzy, who's like a companion in the head of house room, on every Saturday, Big Brother calls them up and tells them they have to clean. So there's a general cleaning that happens in the house every Saturday. Now, what happened? Chichi asks Chizzy to call, every other person. And of course, Chichi is also there as the head of house. But Chizzy is a companion, but is trying to play the role of a deputy head of house. Okay. So, himself and Chichi are like, what, we need to share the chores in the house. We have enough people in the house right now. We need to share chores in the house. And of course, this will be shared amongst everybody. So what do? They tell some people to go to the lounge, and you see the fact that Phyna and of course Groovy are the people who literally clean the lounge every Saturday. But this time around, Chichi is saying that what, maybe we should move these people to the garden. Chizzy is also saying that what, maybe we should switch Groovy to the kitchen and of course move some people to the garden. And of course, Phyna is not liking it. Phyna doesn't want that, right? So Phyna is telling Chizzy that, hey, I don't think it's cool. Because Phyna is already trying to talk to Chichi and telling Chichi that, what, this thing that you are doing, she said it in pidgin. Even like say you done the F up for this thing where they try do. And what was she trying to say? She's trying to tell Chichi, who's a friend, that it looks like you're already messing up by trying to switch what has been like the normal routine of us cleaning the house. You're trying to switch it, and it looks like you're trying to mess up, all right? There's a dynamic, there's a way Chichi and Phyna's friendship always go. So here we now see Chizzy saying that, what, in fact, why would Phyna be talking? Why would Phyna be saying, why should they move Groovy to the kitchen? Because Chizzy already knows that Phyna does not like to go to the kitchen and is trying to move Groovy and maybe most likely Phyna to the kitchen. So he was telling Phyna that, hey, why would he be talking on behalf of Groovy? And Phyna wasn't having any of that. So what was she trying to insinuate? Chizzy was trying to insinuate the fact that Phyna is like the guy in the relationship, right? And that was one of the reasons that caused the fight today. And of course, I just want to hear your conversations. Okay, so I'm just going to post the link right here in the comment section, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. So for those of you who want to join me, I have just 40 minutes to spend here today. And of course, I will be literally here to hear what you have to say about this. All right, so I just posted the link right here in the comment section. Click on that link and of course, hit the conversation straight up. If you want to join me in this conversation right now, hit the link and of course, join me right here and then, and we can have this conversation. So I'm going to pin this down right here. All right. Can you see the comments? If you can see that in the comments, please let me know. If you can see the link I just posted in the comment, please let me know right away. So if you Do me a favor, please click on the link and I'd like you to please join me immediately if you can see that. All right. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Okay, so I just posted the link, right? I wanted to give you a rundown of everything that happened that caused the fight with Chichi. But of course, we're going to start up with the evictions that happened on Sunday. All right. One thing that happened on Sunday was the fact that we saw Doi, we saw Chumsy, and of course we saw Elo Swags leave the house. And the manner with which Big Brother told them to leave the house, for me, right, was quite funny. Because you see the fact that three ninjas walked in. And what was Big Brother trying to do? Was Big Brother trying to say that maybe these guys will not leave the house if I ask them to leave the house? So it's better I bring in the ninjas to move these guys out, right? I have my regular guys who come in every Saturday to join me, right? Welcome to the show today, Fortune from Poland. How are you doing today? Hello, Fortune. How are you?
Hi guys, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Thank you for joining me on the Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
All right, thank you.
Very good. So let's talk about what happened on Sunday. Looking at the fact that we saw the ninjas come into the house to move Chumsy, Elo Swags, and Doing outside of the house. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'll go first, right?
Yes, go first, please.
Okay, so I liked it. I think it gave that illusion that they were going back to level three. So I liked that dramatic effect. And yeah, I really liked the shock when they found out that they were actually leaving the house eventually when we saw them on the stage. I think the people that I was excited to see leave the most were Elo Swag and Chomzi because I really liked Doyin. So I didn't like to see her sad and stuff like that. But it was nice that their journey was finally over, Femi. I think it was about time.
Go, Christian Miracle. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, please?
Hello,
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening. So, where are you calling us from?
I'm from Imo State, Owerri.
What are your thoughts on the eviction that happened on Sunday?
Well, I don't have any.
Hello, Sinamai. Can you hear me? We cannot hear you clearly. Can you hear me clearly?
I think it's on
I
his
said
side.
I haven't been.
You have
You
what?
say what? I said I haven't been following them always, so I don't have anything to say.
All right. Thank you for joining us today, right? This guy's funny. He said he has nothing to say, but that's okay. So, I want us to go to the supreme power play that happened on Monday, right? And for me personally, I feel like this was not in any way something you could literally like play around because a lot of people said in the comment section that they feel like Big Brother gave why did Big Brother put name tags on the seesaw beams? That Big Brother wanted Chichi to win, and that's why he puts names on the seesaw beam so that Chichi could have a bit of balance. And looking at what every other person did, how every other person played the game, there was no way that you could literally have five balls in your space and all of that. And I personally don't think like that. I don't think so. Alex Ekehon, you say I owe you a gift. Okay, thank you very much. Let me add him straight up to this. So I personally do not think that Big Brother played to that. I think that it was a fake. I think the City probably just tried to play the game properly, tried to play the game to our own advantage, and that was what we saw happen. But Mr. Alex, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on the fact that Chichi won the head of house and the supreme power play or the supreme veto power play that came into place? Let's hear it, please.
Hi, how you doing, man?
I'm great. Good to have you again one more time.
Yeah, I was just kidding. I was saying that you owe me a gift. I predicted that there are only going to be two that's going to go, and that
Yeah,
there would not be.
you're very correct. You're very correct.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, do you even think that Big Brother intentionally left Shags in the house? I don't know. I personally think the Shag should have left the house so they could
so
see better
I
people
don't.
again.
So I don't actually think he did leave him. I think I said it that three people were going to leave, the evicted ones, right? Now look at how the house turned out to look like. To be honest, it the the entertainment dropped because 5 people just left. Everyone that probably has some kind of chip, their partner left, right? Dotun left, Daniela, Doyin left, uh, Chizzy, Elo Swags and Chumji was going, and Addison left Hermes. So it's too much on the house, right? And you could see from the party on Thursday that it was boring,
People
right?
were literally sleeping at the party, like literally.
Yeah, it was boring. So if you take one more person out, i- we all have to understand one thing. As much as this is entertainment for us, it's a business for them, right? And
Yeah.
they need to keep it entertaining for them to even get more sponsors to tune in and to say, oh, we want to. So I mean, look at the whole Captain Morgan task. If the show is not interesting, Captain Morgan is not going to invest that much to say, let's do all of this for it. So they need to. That's why over the years, if you've watched Big Brother, towards the end of the show, it always gets bored. Like sometimes you tune out because there's nothing to see. There are only 5 people. So if you notice that over time they've noticed this and they've been trying to keep more people in the house. And I think they're doing a good job with that with this one, right? As for Chichi's win, it was a very good time. For
It
it's
was
a
a perfect time for her, actually.
yeah, that is a perfect time because I think she would have been one of the people that would have been up. I don't know how strong she is outside, but you know, it was a good time. That was a big dynamic that it said that she has to choose 2 people that would join her at the final. We all know she was going to go with Phyna. I wasn't really sure of Daniela though. The only thing that gave me a hint for her was because of the conversations they had the day before. They had a very lengthy one. So I was like, okay, to think about it. But I think it has put her at odds with the rest of the house. Well, especially some people might not say it to their head, in their mind, but I don't think they're actually happy with that idea. You can see how it's turning out with her as the head of house. She's really struggling to get their attention. Although she's doing it, but I mean, how many days has she been crying now, right? Being the head of house. That's what I think, though.
I mean, did you see the fact that the housemates, when they were asked to come and present, give points on why Chichi should choose them, right?
Hmm.
We all knew that Chichi would literally pick Fina because Fina had already saved her from the previous week.
Yeah,
Because if Chichi wasn't saved by Fina, Chichi would most likely have gone home. You
yeah,
understand? I can see that Dotun most likely would have had an edge over her, right? But now we
yeah,
saw the fact that of course she had saved Chichi from it. Now doing the pitching that the houseman had to do. Remember that when Chizzy came, Chizzy said we already know that it's only one slot that is left. Okay,
hmm,
one slot that is left. So with that one slot, he wasn't really pitching to her to pick him because he knows he's a rider and that's
yeah.
not to be. You
Mm,
understand? That's not to be wasted because if she picks him, it's a wasted slot. And I also think that was what Rachel also tried doing because Rachel looked at the fact that myself and this girl are not cool. So let me come with that hot whatever. I don't want her to pick me, right? I already know
yeah,
you're not going to pick me. And I think that Rachel also didn't want her to waste the slot. My thoughts. Rachel knows she's a rider. But now the remaining housemates would just came and were nonchalant about it. Because really, from my own perspective, I think the reason why Chichi would pick Daniela is because Daniela really pitched to her why she wants to make it to the finals. Apart from her,
But Groovy pitched to her too. Although Groovy ran through a
she was
long.
also trying to play I'm friend with your friend, Fina, and all of that. And I also think the reason why Chichi did not pick, Groovy is because she knows that she's going to pick Fina. The fans of
Mhm.
Fina, understanding the dynamics of the game, will nominate or vote for Groovy, right? That's also my thought. But I want to hear your thoughts. I want to start. Let me have Lillian Edike's words on this. What are your thoughts, Lillian, on the fact that some of these housemates were nonchalant about the whole pitching to, especially for Bella. Bella just came saying, if you pick me, it will shock me. And I'm like, would you just pitch to this girl? This was the same style they used in Big Brother Mzamzi in South Africa last year, or earlier this year. So hello Lillian, how are you? Hello Lillian.
Wait,
Hello.
which
How you
kind of
doing?
phone be this?
How you doing?
Eh,
How are you doing, Lillian? Can you hear us, please? Okay, we cannot hear Lillian. Let me speak with Fortune. So, Fortune, tell me, what are your thoughts on the fact that some of these happened were nonchalant about this whole pitching thing? Because remember that the winner of last year of the last season of Big Brother Zamzi is the girlfriend to the guy right now. The guy who was ahead of us at
yes.
that point, they were not even dating, right?
Hmm.
She came and pitched to this guy. She has a son and all of that. And that the reason why she wants to go into the finals is because of her family and all of that. And right now they're even dating. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, so the way they were pitching was definitely different from the South Africa version. The Nigeria version, right now in this current house, I did not
Yeah.
see anybody putting that effort that Mpo did. Mpo played her case. All the Mzansi people, they came with stories to tell, to justify. These guys or already had automatically written most of themselves off, right? I like the riders. The riders were riding on that evening. So I'm happy with what Chizzy and um, Rachel did. Adekunle really tried, to sell himself, and Daniela definitely did. But I think with Daniela, there was even a deeper bond that had happened prior to the pitching. So I think Chichi had also something to hold on to attach to that. Shegs and Bella, I think, were the most disappointing for me because Shegs came riding on the fact that we are friends, and he also tried to use the Santorini effect. I ride with you. You see, when we get outside, I didn't like that so much. I was like, okay, just plead your case. I think she was at the verge of also considering him and Hermes, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, in the end, I'm happy with the choices because I think a person like Daniela is not like proper competition really if you really put the stakes against everybody. So I think it's good. I don't think that's the mindset she was going with at the time. It was still all emotional in a way because she liked Daniela. Daniela listens to her. Daniela doesn't judge her. So she was happy with that, right? So in a way, I think it played out okay. I don't see anybody else who was deserving of that based on the pitches. None of them. Groovy was using Phyna, and who else was there? Brian did not even try. He made sense in his talk, but I think he had already surrendered to the loss, right? So
You
I
were
think
saying
it's a good one.
choose who you want to choose and all of that.
Yes, choose. He tried to be very diplomatic. He was using the Ozo kind of mentality to say you do what you do in your head. If it reconciles in your heart, it's good, So I'm happy with that. But just to say a few things about why Shegs was not evicted, I actually agree with Alex. I think it was good for the game for them to keep Shegs in the house because it's slowly becoming boring. And I'm also expecting Big Brother to even shock us tomorrow. I don't know if he will leave 6 proper housemates in the house. I'm not sure because it's already boring. And the last week, they need to do something that can keep it exciting. Maybe they will keep the riders and maybe 6 finalists. I don't think they'll make it 5 because already with the house with 11 people, it's really, really, really getting dry. So I'm also expecting something dramatic tomorrow. But I think between Shakes and look, we'll talk about the people leaving at the end anyway.
Am I the only one here, or
Oh, I'm here. I thought I'm the one that's stuck. I think it's Femi that's stuck.
okay?
Okay, can you hear
Femi?
me?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
can you
you're
hear me?
back.
So personally for me, right? I think that, one thing that caught my attention. Can you hear me clearly? If you can hear me clearly, let me know.
Yes, we can hear
One
you,
thing that caught
Femi.
my attention is the fact that, the fact that Chi picked 2 people from the level 2 house. And that's to show you that even till now, we still do not see that level of unity between the former level 1 housemates, right? Chi picked 2 people from the level 2 house, leaving our level 1 housemates to fame. You understand? When she was going to pick a deputy head of house or a companion in the room, she chose somebody from the level 2 house. And for me personally, I feel like that also tells you that sometimes, right? Sometimes it feels like the whole unity thing will never work. When Big Brother comes up with this whole level 1 and level 2 and says, right now you have a Maja, this Maja does not necessarily work. There's somebody I would have loved to come on this live and Her comments in the comment section are quite crazy. I think she's like a big Bella Sheila fan. And Mary, if you can, I will appreciate it. You should come online and come and vent your anger here because she's right here tackling a lot of people who are against Checks and Bella, right? Okay, but we have Cuckoo Blinks. How are you doing, Cuckoo Blinks? How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you, Danielle. Nice to be on your live today. I admire you a lot. I'm
Thank you very much.
fine. How are you?
Thank you so much.
You're
I'm
welcome.
great. Where are you calling from?
I'm in the UK.
Where are you calling from?
I'm in
Oh,
London,
nice,
in the
nice,
UK.
great, great. So, great, nice to meet you. So, tell me, what are your thoughts on the fact that we saw the fact that at the end of the day, we saw Daniela going to the final. Did you really see her going into the final? That's number one. Number two, I want us to delve into the matter of Bella fighting Shegs over consoling Daniela. Because remember that during the head of house game, we saw the fact that Daniela was the tail of house. She was already mounting her balls, and at some point she lost her balls. And then Shegs was trying to console her
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
And Bella saw. Then they got into the room, and Bella is like, "Why would you be consoling her?" So first off, let me hear your thoughts on Daniela going straight to the finals, and then your thoughts on what Bella is doing.
Okay. Um well, Daniela going to the finals, to be honest, is a shocker. I mean, if the twist Big Brother brought in, if that didn't happen, that would never had happened. We are out here, we see the votes, we see the fan base and all that. So it was a shocker. However, I don't mind. Good luck to everyone. I really don't care who wins, to be honest, because I've taken my time to assess all of these housemates. No one is perfect, just like no human being is perfect. So I focus on people that give us contents and people that will give you reason, Dan, to come out here and talk to us. That is my focus. Those are the people that I look forward to all the time. Now, with regards to Bella and Shek's situation thingy and all that, Bella being angry at Shek's consoling Daniela. Let's be honest. I mean, to us women particularly, we are very emotional beings and we can always really guide our space when we genuinely love someone. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know if whatever Bella and Shek's have is genuine or not. I'm not the one to judge. They know what they have. I'm not the one to judge. However, and Bella is a very sensitive being. Trust me, Bella is emotional. She's sensitive. And that is why you can easily see the real human being in Bella out there. People that are sensitive, people that are very emotional, they don't know how to hide their feelings. She could see clearly that there are certain people in the house that she doesn't f with. You understand? I think if she had a genuine friend in the house, don't get me wrong, if it was someone like, let's say, Chumsy, that she and her f together, she wouldn't really react that way, to be honest.
Yeah,
But if it is someone that they
true,
don't have that
true.
kind of a relationship, it's just normal. It's like, let's say I have somebody that I'm not cool with, and then my boyfriend tries to be really cool with that person. It won't be cool with me and my boyfriend. Like, I thought you got my bag. Where are you standing? It's
No,
normal. Let's not act
so is
because these
Daniela not
people.
cool? Is Daniela not
Sorry. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I
I
think we
but
just
that
wait
band
for
is
Femi.
breaking. So what I'm
Yeah.
actually saying is, I mean, I wouldn't hold Bella. I wouldn't hold anything against Bella on that. It's normal. These people, their lives are out there. We can easily judge them, but that is something me and you will also do in our closet. Now, this whole, if I want to even talk about this whole scenario about Phyna, Chizzy, Chichi today, brings me back to what I've been thinking. We easily back at some housemates. We throw tantrums on them, we insult them, we call them names for being so emotional, for calling other people names. These are things we do daily. I have seen Bella lash out at other people. She's called them names. People hate her. And I've seen Fina, she's done the same thing. So I'm not against Fina, I'm not against Bella. I'm just saying we should all take it easy on these housemates. No one is perfect. The same thing we've been bashing Bella for, Fina did it today. So it's not like I'm trying to compare. All I'm saying is that they are all out there to entertain us. Even when they come out, our comments, the things we say against this housemate, we should also be humans for once. They haven't killed anyone. They are who they are. They are bringing out their real, they are putting out their lives there in public. And even the whole sex thing we talk about, some of us are in relationships where they even abuse us, they hit us. We don't talk about it. Yes, sex does a lot. However, we should really take it easy. When Bella comes out, she will see these things and she will make decisions for herself. She has a family, she's an adult. Let her make decisions for herself. We should really pipe down. Bella will be Bella. She's emotional, she's guiding her space. She's not effing with Daniela, so I understand her. Phyna is one strong human that I think she's been through a lot and she will not want anybody cross the line on her. She will give it to you as it comes to her. Bella is emotional, she's passionate, I mean, everything you can think of. And that is why you can easily see the human being in Bella out there in the TV. We've had people like that, Erica in the past and all that. They still come out and they make it out for themselves. They show they are real human beings to us, what they really are. They show it to us on the TV screen. So, I mean, let's just always be objective with our words, with our statements, with how we judge these people. Let's be easy on them, whether it's Phyna, whether it's Bella. And to me, good luck to anyone that wins. I don't really have anyone I'm truly supporting this year. But however, I can as well say I'm rooting for anyone that wins the show. So I think that's just what I have to say. If I was in Bella's shoe, I'll feel the same way. That's my take. If I'm not cool with someone and my boyfriend tries to be so nice to the person, hey, we'll talk about it. I won't be cool with that.
Very right. And she
Yeah.
was
Femi,
also
can I weigh in on this?
yes, please. Yes, please. Go ahead, Fortune.
Sorry for batting in here. I just want to say
Yes.
something, and I agree with everything that the lady has just said. It's true. But whilst we're analyzing the show like this, Bella's issue started after Sunday's eviction show, after they said Adekunle is moving in on Daniela. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw where Bella moved now to Daniela and say, "Oh, you are the second hottest chick in the house." Already, she
Mm-hmm.
started seeing that there is competition. Yes, she did. She started seeing the competition. I think she
Mm-hmm.
also, apart from the fact that they didn't like each other, they don't
Mm-hmm.
really vibe. But I think that coupled with Shakes now going to say, "Oh, Daniela, are you good?" It as a girl, it can play in your head.
That is what I'm
Like,
saying. So we shouldn't judge Bella. All of us will do things like that. Let me tell you, there's something about women. We want to be the best in our man's eye. We want to be the center of
mm,
attraction. We want to be the only one he
She's
looks
looking.
at
She's
like a
looking
queen.
at, correct?
yes,
It's true.
yeah,
Let's be honest. I'm someone that I don't
Miss
just go
Allen.
with emotions. I like to be very objective. We all do these things. If I
I
see a
would do
very
it.
hot babe around my man, I'm already like, okay, this girl is really cool and all that. And then the next thing, he's trying to go closer to her. Trust me. Hey,
Mm.
hello. I'm gonna feel awkward. The only
I
thing
think
you can
any other
do,
day it would have
the,
worked, but that statement from Adekunle to say, because that means three guys have now been lined up for Daniela. It makes her the most
Daniela is
wanted
hot.
person, yes, in the
And
house. So I
listen, she
think
has a very calm nature. It's easier.
yes,
I mean, you can easily
Daniela
exactly.
is
like her. She's likable. Most men
smart.
like women like that are really
Even
calm and
even
reserved,
we see it. Even we see it. We know that she's not. We know.
Yeah, she's really,
Yeah,
she has a very reserved and calm, and she's intelligent. Let's be honest. Daniela is intelligent and smart, but very calm at the same time. And men are easily drawn to women like that. And the other women in the house can see the competition in her when it comes to men, and they all panic. So I will guide my space as a woman. I think I wouldn't fault Bella on that. She has a point there, to be honest.
but can I defend Shakes?
I had a different
Okay,
thought to
Alex, you
this.
can go. Sorry.
No, I had a different thought to this, but with what this lady has said, and even you, Fortune, I'm looking at it differently, from a woman's point of view, which is actually,
Right.
different in my thinking. I thought for me, it all would come down to the way her relationship with Shegs has been. From the beginning, Shegs was overprotective of her and wouldn't allow her to
Exactly.
relate with any guy at
Exactly.
all.
Now you're
I mean,
making a point.
so any guy at all, he would call her out, even if she just wink or even if she smiled. You can list all of
Mm-hmm.
these things.
Mm-hmm.
He has been a man that, to me, has insecurity issues. To be honest, but
Mm-hmm.
that's another topic for another day. Anyways, that was the beginning of it. And my fault with that is that Bella also is an individual. I think she
Mm-hmm.
let herself get into that space where the way the game has turned out for her, if
Mm-hmm.
if as of I don't know if now because they keep fighting, but as maybe as of 2 weeks or a week ago, if Shegs has left the house, Bella might even go on a voluntary exit. She had nothing else rather than Sheg. She was it was more like if he's not there, she has nothing to
I'm doing.
do. She doesn't have anyone to relate with. Even Chumsy that you might say is her friend, it's not like that, right? It's not like
Yeah.
she goes to
No, they
Chum.
weren't that close. You're right,
Yeah,
but it was just someone she could maybe at least talk to,
yeah. At some
sometimes and
point
all
in
that.
time, she had no one. She literally had no one to turn to. Shegs is the only person she can even not ask for something. So he created that, and all of a sudden, I don't know for some strange reason, Shags wants to kind of free himself and be like, oh, I can relate with other people now.
Correct. You're right.
Well,
Can I say something on that? I think from the day Ebuka made that comment on the live show talking to Bella about Shex, if she really thinks someone insulting you and talking to you the way you don't feel comfortable about is love and all that, Shex has tried to really Shex is deep. He's smart. He could feel something is not right from what he's been doing. And I
yeah,
think he's been trying to relate with other people a lot more. But Bella isn't seeing that. Now, Bella is only going by the book. What Shex had taught her, this is how we live. I can't
mm,
let you be in another man's space, and another woman shouldn't be in my space. So, like I said, I wouldn't blame Bella. That is what she knows. That's the relationship they both practice. So, you,
no,
Shex,
no, 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 no.
you
I,
wouldn't teach
I
me
will,
one thing, put me
I
into
will
one
do.
thing. I want to do another thing. I don't
So
know
I
what you
will
think.
blame. So I will blame her because they're adults and they're
Yes,
individual. A
she led
man,
herself. I'm,
yeah,
I'm, I'm,
a
I'm
man
with you
should
on that.
not,
She
as
did.
much as a man should not control your life that much, right?
Yeah,
And
of
Right.
course, of
and
course.
Ebuka was very right. Look, to have said, look, this guy has gone so much of doing surgery. You can know that that is abuse in such a way that he uses stuff to come at you. And somehow Sheg knows that she has nothing else. He has no one to go to.
You're
So
Nobody.
right.
look at
See,
it so many
you and I can agree that.
look at
To be
so many
honest,
times they have
if Shex
arguments
was
or they
not in
break
that
up.
house,
Yeah,
Bella would have been one of the strongest contenders we got in that house. Bella has something in her. Bella has a lot, but she's not been able to sell
no,
herself
so I
enough.
that again I don't know. Right. I
I
don't know
know so because I have
why.
seen her once in a while. Just look at each time they try to have a little general conversation on the table. She bring it out. But
So I think Bella would have been someone that would have been very troublesome in the house. She would have
is
had.
that not what you people like out here? I mean,
I'm not
they
talking
call it
about
violent.
people. I'm not talking about people. I'm just talking about what I think that she would
Okay.
have been because of the way she can be really rude with the way she comes out of the way she speaks. She's straight to the
Mhm.
point. So she would always have issues with someone like Phyna, even Chichi, people that are outspoken, right? Because she just says things and doesn't. So yeah, she would have been more than just Shek's girl. She would have
Mhm.
had her own space, but I don't know how strong of a character she might be
Mhm.
because yeah, I just do look at other things. I remember Bella from the first time she got into the house. She separated herself from everybody. She was just so that attitude. I was like, In the beginning, it doesn't do you well, right?
Mhm.
Not a good attitude to say, "Oh, you put yourself away from everyone." It's better to come get to understand that dynamics because in the beginning, everyone is going to be voting based on friend lines. It's towards the end that everybody starts being calculative. Okay, who is a strong character here? Who is that? So I think a lot that her game, her she let herself. If Bella was a strong character, no guy would dampen your light.
You
Look
know,
at Fina.
you can
As
be
much
strong
as
and vulnerable at the same
yeah,
time.
no, no, no. Look at Fina. Fina is equally an emotional person too.
Do you
She
know Phyna lost herself for a couple of weeks?
Yes, but and then she got back at it, and then she got back at it. That's the thing. You need to look at yourself and say, okay, and she got back at it. But that's why I say you can. It's an experiment. This is a social experiment. You're looking at people
Yeah.
together. You're seeing. So that's where I think, yeah, there's one point to say when she comes out, she needs to look at herself and say, is this who I really am?
She will
Right?
learn a lot from this experiment, from
Yeah,
this
it's something she
experience,
would do. Some of them
and
are
it's
still
only
learning
going
themselves.
to help her with her outside life henceforth. Because even if she doesn't end up with Shex, she will still fall in love. She will need another man, and she'll be able to understand the language of control when a man is
Ah,
about to control you.
their
She
relationship
will
is
see the
gonna end
signs,
with
and she
them.
will understand the language and know when to stop or when to retrieve herself back from the relationship. So I think in all, it's an experience. It's a part of her journey. It's a part of her life. She will just learn a lot from it. And she has a very loving family. They will definitely guide her when she comes out and pick on some of these things and make her see them again in that she wouldn't see. And the sad thing is, like you said, maybe she would have requested for a voluntary exit if Shex had left. Possibly, because she feels so lonely. Look at the day Shex went and slept when Big Brother took them away, that she slept out for the first time. She was not even, I mean, Bella was lost. So
Yeah,
you
you
might
see,
be right.
you see, that's the thing. That's the thing with Bella that I say that I don't know. There are instances that have happened in her life or that have happened in that show that she would have taken note of it.
Yeah.
When Ebuka said what he said, her response to me was very to me, I was even kind of disappointed in her response. I could even
Yeah.
say, okay, well, let's say you want to cover the guy there, but she would have retrospectively looked at herself and said, for Ebuka to have said this,
Mhm.
that
Something is
means,
definitely
yeah,
not right out there.
because look at how Shakes behaved. He tried to turn the picture and say, "I'm not that kind of person" and stuff like that. Because you just said it, and I can agree with you that Shakes tried to change his persona a bit just to be able to not be in that light. Now she did not do anything. Rather, she was even just going in
The
there.
problem
Now
is, I
Shakes
think
again.
most of
Sorry,
them that went to the
yeah,
show,
sorry.
I want me
When
to
Shakes
finish.
left
Finish.
when Shaq left the for that movie, she was alone.
that's what I'm saying.
Again, that was the time. Wait, that she would have taken the time to say, I didn't. This is not good. Let me do something different. Don't you know that Chichi had actually looked at the relationship between Shex and Bella, looked at Chumsy and said, this guy is not going to be work for me. And that's why you see that she moved on and picked Phyna and has stuck with Phyna and other people. She had redirected herself because she knows that this wouldn't work for me. So
Yeah.
you as a person have to think, right? This is a short period of time you're in there. This is a game. Don't forget yourself. This is a game. So you should always be like, what's going on? Phyna changed because I said Phyna, sorry, Chichi was close to Sex and Bella at some point in time with Chumsy. But she realized that no, this is not going well. And her movement to Phyna has put her in that kind of look, she's in the final, whether you like it or not, she's in the final.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's how you make your decision. Make your decision. Well, Shags got to the final, and Bella maybe might get to the final, or both of them, or one person, who knows? But it's based on stroke of kind of luck. Look at the argument they had at some point in time when they were feeling like the level one house or two house had, and she was like, they're winning it, and it's all because of luck that they got to that they
Hmm.
have lost people. It's not anything that they did differently, other
Yeah.
than the fact that the head of house was their own house winning it. But she, in her mind, is feeling like, oh, they are that big, and so I'm like, she's not looking, she's not. So, well, like you said, when she come out, she has enough time to look at everything and
Hmm.
that's it. And people can help her out in case that she needs help in that. Yeah. But I guess it is what it is. Femi, let's give it
Okay,
back to you. You need to control us.
so a lady said here, thank you so much for the donation
All
from
I'm just,
Platinum.
Femi, please, one thing before you go. All I'm just saying is that in essence, that's just my take. These people are all human beings. Bella is still a young girl growing up. She'll make her mistakes. Many of us have been in relationships like that before we came out. She'll make her mistakes and she'll learn from it. We have also seen, trust me, we've seen Phyna done a lot of things that you'll be like, Almighty Phyna. Look at the conversation she was having with Groovy the other day. A guy is outrightly letting you know that I don't love you. What do you mean by I like you? Like you what? The girl is trying to really define what we both have in here. The guy is making you to understand that I even told you in the beginning we should take it one step at a time. So my problem is people concentrate on Bella a lot. A lot of these girls have the same flaws in that house. You
Yeah,
can't
but
be so
because
that is
Fina
no,
didn't
that was a
lose,
public
Fina hasn't
embarrassment
lost
for
herself
me.
to
I
Groovy.
can't
That's why
continue
people
with a
don't focus
guy
on it.
that is clearly making me know that I don't love you. Or let's go out there and see. But right now, I don't love you. I don't feel anything for you. Like, seriously, I will take a step back. I will prefer that when we go out, if he comes for me, fine. If he doesn't. So we've seen Fina's vulnerability as well. It's not just Bella. We
Yeah, but
can't
why
only
people
be,
don't
you
focus
know,
on Fina is because Fina didn't lose herself. Fina is still Fina, right?
no,
But
she
it's
didn't.
just,
She didn't lose
yes,
herself.
yes.
I
So
get, but the
she's
problem is,
still.
we all want things differently. There are
I
people
know,
that came
but
to this show. They
yeah, but
want
their
it so
dynamics,
badly. Some came for fun, just
yeah,
like
what
Kidwaya. When
their
Kidwaya was in
their
the show,
dynamics are
he
different,
said it
right?
outrightly. I'm not here for the money. I came to build connection. I came to have fun. People come for
Yeah,
different
it's the
reasons.
same thing. Check
So
the
in
same.
either way, all I'm saying is that when we lash at one person, don't get me wrong, it's okay to talk about their flaws, their weaknesses. That is how they learn. But we shouldn't
Mhm.
ignore the other people and just clap for them over everything. Bella is rude, Bella insults. Phyna is rude, Phyna insults.
True.
Chizzy can really, really, Chizzy can really drive you crazy when
That's his
that is
job.
his job. I don't fault him for that. That is
Mhm.
why he's in the house. However, they all have got issues that they will realize when they come out. Phyna got her own issues. Phyna can be really vulnerable for love. She forces herself where she doesn't belong. Let's be honest here. It's not just Bella.
Hello.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, I see the reason why their two relationships are different in such a way that, see, this is an experiment and this is where everybody gets to see your flaws. Yes, Fina has her own flaws, no doubt, but we're looking at the way Shegs have treated Bella or how Bella's allowed herself to be treated by Shegs and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So I
Mm-hmm.
think in the outside world where we are looking at, people are looking at, okay, because in the beginning, everyone doesn't really kind of feel Fina and Groovy's relationship is that strong of a relationship that might go beyond the house. It didn't start
Yeah.
as that. So that's why people are not really focusing on that. And I wouldn't really focus on it too. But but Bella and Shegs are planning a wedding already and stuff like that. So you
That
now have
wedding
to look
gonna
at it.
Kidwaya,
Yeah,
really.
we're
Kidwaya's
looking at
got
it.
plans for Erica and Kidwaya. Those things, I don't take them
No,
seriously. They
no,
are
no, no,
lost
no.
in the
Wait, no,
houses.
wait a minute. Let me. Like, Kid Wire and Erica didn't go that far. Kid
They
Wire
didn't know. I
never.
mean, they are that people were talking about
No, no, yeah,
Versace wedding.
wait, no, no, no. That
It's
was
not
when they
fun. They
came
can't.
out.
That's for
Wait,
me.
wait,
It's even crazy though.
that was when they came out. They had that conversation. But while they were in there, Kid Wire, you could see him. He didn't want to be that person. But in this case, Sheikh has gone to say, "Oh, I've planned the wedding. Where we're going, the honeymoon, everything has been done." In fact, everybody has started buying a shabby for their wedding, getting ready for it. I even think they've even done a bit. They've done the cuts inside the house already. But it's that's why people are focused, giving it that much time is what they are giving us as a content. So that's why we look at it. But Fina and Groovy, it's just, yeah, Fina is
Just
everything.
vibes of vibes, right?
Yeah, but it's like this is not gonna go
It's
beyond.
not gonna go beyond. It's not gonna go
beyond
anywhere.
yeah,
The
not
love
gonna
is not
go.
even
So,
growing. It's
yeah,
growing every day on Fina, but it's not growing on Groovy. We can see that.
yeah.
I think he's just
So
playing
we
the
need to
game of
allow other
Emmanuel.
people to
Let's
talk.
be
I think.
honest. It's just like a man,
All
Rose
right,
from the last season.
hold on, Cuckoo Blings. Let Miss Alex finish so that we can get your point playing.
Yeah, I finished though. I just said we need to allow other people to talk because some
Oh,
people have
yeah,
joined.
Yeah,
okay,
there
okay.
are some in the house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so thank you so much for your submissions. So before we go on, before I bring in Ogie and Daniel Star, somebody says Chegs is already in the finals. What do you think? I would like Ogie to speak on that. Hello, Ogie, how are you?
Hi, Femi. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Nice to have you here. Where are you speaking from, please?
I'm in Cameroon right now. I can see the lady, she has the Cameroon accent. Hello.
Hello, how you doing, my sister? How for you know?
I'm
Oh,
good,
she's
thank
Cameroonian
you.
accent. Oh, wow, okay.
I schooled there. I did my secondary and high school in Cameroon.
Oh, all right,
Oh,
that's great. I can see you are a Bella fan.
No, trust me, I'm not. I won't lie to you. I'm not. I'm just. Look, naturally, I'm a very emotional person, and I know the things I've encountered. I've encountered in life, and I can see a little part of that in Bella. I'm not. I've not been in a toxic relationship before. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that sometimes people will never understand. You know what you've been through, and understand why you're behaving a certain way. So my opinion is that we should all just take it easy on them. You know, they are humans. The
that's okay.
world is so
That's
toxic already. We should take it easy on them and accept them. They are giving us a show. That is just my take. So we should accept them. They will correct themselves when they come out. That I'm not a fan of anyone, to be honest. This year's Big Brother didn't catch me that much. I won't lie, it didn't.
All right. Okay,
okay,
back to
cool.
you, Femi.
Okay, let's
For
play
your
it now. Okay,
question.
what are your thoughts on that? On the fact that
Yeah,
Shegs is in the final. What do you think
yeah.
first up?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think Shex is already in the finals because there are stronger contenders like Hermes, Brian. So if this year we are going to have the five finalists, then I think Shex will not be among. But if Biggie brings out his thing of six people, uh,
We don't know
uh,
what Biggie
it's
has got.
risky.
Trust me, Biggie is smart.
It's
It might
risky.
not
That means
come
you
at the
have
end of the day. Look at what happened with this girl last year.
Google, let
it's
her finish.
risky.
Go
It's risky. That
What's
means we have Bella and we might have Shex. So I do not even want to see any of them among the five finalists. I do not stand their ship. Yes, Phyna is playing a strategy. Yes, Groovy does not like Phyna, but that's not why we are in the game. We are there for the money. We are just there to live in the present. If Phyna is playing a game and it has brought her this far, then she's playing a good game. If Groovy is playing a game and it has brought him this far, we're not there for love. We are there for the money. So I think that Shades and Bella, I do not want them to be in the finals. But if they're in the finals, I am certain they are not winning the money. At least that is a relief because those people are toxic for me. They are draining me.
There are a lot of
They are
Shella
draining
fans here.
me.
Okay, there are a lot of Shella fans here that are going to come for you. There's a lady who is from Italy and married. She's not. It looks like there's another conversation going in the comment section apart from the conversation we're having here, right? Another conversation is literally going on right here in the comment section. But of course, I mean, I'm waiting for those people. Daniesta, how are you? Hello, Daniesta, can you hear me? Sorry, if you come online, please make sure you're here so that when we call you, you can speak. All right. I want us to talk about. So we remember that also Beauty, Bella Drags Beauty came for Beauty, saying that Beauty was trying to make a move on Shags when Beauty was in the house and all of that. But I don't want us to go into that because we've gone into a lot of Bella and Shags. Now I want us to talk about the fact that we saw the fact that Doyin has been called out. Like people came for Doyin when Doyin came outside of the house. The first interview she did was with Elozunam on the broadcast, and she was telling Elozunam that what they saw in the house might be different from what we were seeing outside of the house. That why would people say that Shegs was abusing Bella, right? And that was she's in total support of of Shegs. That Shegs didn't abuse. That nobody saw the times he cooked for her. Nobody saw the times he did. But she had not watched the videos of where Shegs was calling Bella names, right? And then when she got outside of the house, when she watched some videos, she now came back on the radio interview at Hot FM and said that she's very sorry about what happened and that what she apologizes to Nigerians and all of that, and that at no particular point, nothing that the guy does for you should warrant him to abuse you, right? So first of all, I want to hear Mr. Alex's view on this. What do you think about doing being dragged?
Well, doing, you know, well, she in the house, she was a bit too, trying to put. I don't know why she was just trying to make herself, push herself to their dynamics. Is always there. I kind
Right?
of didn't like her game. She was always in everyone's business, and she was sometimes she's always here or there. She's always trying to. I didn't like that. I felt Ibuka gave out that dynamics with two of them by asking that question. I think she would have said, maybe there's something we are seeing that we've not seen. I mean, this is Big Brother season 7, right? Everybody should know by now that the public sees a whole lot than what you all see. So and they should know that Ebuka is a table shaker. So once you ask the question, obviously it's something that has happened. That he doesn't bring in things that really doesn't happen. So, but she still went on that, and I don't know. I kind of blamed the people around her when she came out. They would have known that narrative. I would have tried to. I don't know if she had enough time to see what's going on, but people around her would have kind of said, okay, you're going to be asked that question, right? Because she seemed like the third mount for Bella and Sheik. So everyone's going to ask her that question in an interview. So just be mute about it. Oh, I didn't see so much. It's understandable you didn't see so much. So I didn't see so much, but what we see is different from what we see, and with all of that. But I think she was trying to. There was an interview she said where she was really trying to, because the interviewer called her out on it. Okay, because said this, and she was overly trying to protect Shegs in it, and that's what caused all of this. She would have just kept herself mute, and she wouldn't have gotten the bashing from people. But it's who she is, so it affects her that way.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. What do you think about Doing and Cheesy? Remember that Doing didn't give Cheesy a love chance in the house, but
Hmm.
for every interview she's come out to do right now, she said that she will want to be with Cheesy. That Cheesy is a very cool guy. That she can marry Cheesy. I can tell you for sure that Doing and Cheesy will have a relationship outside of the house.
Mm-hmm. I
Waiting
am.
for Cheesy to come out, right? She's waiting for Cheesy to come outside of the house. And literally everything she said about Chizzy, in fact, at some point they said kiss, marry, slap. You know what? She said she will kiss Chizzy, she will marry Chizzy. As for Deji and Shex, they should go and do whatever they want to do. So I personally think that I think these two people will work, but I don't know your thoughts on this. And let me hear Kuku. Kuku, what do you have to say to this?
I think so too. I think so too. I think Chizzy, like I said, he's been playing his game as a rider. He's done it so well. I mean, Chizzy has really carried the show. And today, his banter with Phyna, I could hear a
Yeah.
lot. I didn't know Chizzy was actually cooking for Doin, helping her in washing her clothes. Doin is smart. Don't get me wrong. We've all seen Doin in the affairs of other people, but Doin is smart. Can really, she's intelligent. She's smart. She could feel or understand when a guy is really into her. And I like the fact that they took it one step at a time. You know, they've been friends, and then emotions started coming out from Chizzy's end, and then expressing to Doin. I think Chizzy is a really cool guy, and Doin is mature somehow in her reasoning. She's intelligent. I see the both of them going. I don't know about marriage, but I see them having a very good relationship outside the house. Maybe
Fantastic.
starting up from there. Yeah,
None of them marry each other.
I wouldn't. Marriage is a very strong
That's
word.
what you just said.
Very marriage is
No,
very
I say none of them marry each other. All the Big Brother will have. Who has married? They
that is
would never.
So we saw some couples who marry each other. We saw, Bam Bam and Teddy A. We saw
Oh,
no,
Bamba and Teddy is the only one we can see.
no,
we
no,
also
After
no.
saw
them,
Bam Bam.
too.
Only one. There is this other housemates. I think before Bam Bam and Teddy, it's two that have gotten married from Big Brother now. What's her name
From
again?
Nigeria. Who's
Yeah.
that?
No, only from Nigeria. I'm not talking about Africa.
Okay. No,
Bam
they live here in
Bam.
the UK. Other couple from Big Brother, they got married. They live here in the UK, and then Bam Bam and Teddy.
Oh, I think that's the one I didn't watch. Yeah,
Then Gedoni. Coffee and
It
Gedoni.
yeah.
Right?
don't just conclude on marriage. Marriage is very intense. It's deep,
Hmm.
but I see the both of them going very far in a good relationship.
Okay. So I have two more things I want to talk about before we go off this live. First off is the fact that the housemates lost their wager. Now, do you think that this housemates intentionally made Chichi lose her wager as the head of the house? Because you literally saw the energy they brought into this wager. It was not at par. Or do you think that Chichi's leadership qualities were not strong enough to derive the desired result they were supposed to get? Because if you look at it, the people who have won their wager are the strong people, the likes of
Mm-hmm.
Phyna, like the
Mm-hmm.
people who will shout at you and come up for you, the likes of Hermes who will not allow anybody to sleep. Hermes
Mm-hmm.
has been ahead of us twice, and he has made sure that he won his head of house twice.
Mm-hmm.
But here, who are the is the final wager task for the season, right? And it would have been a beautiful thing for them to win it. But
Win
here we
it.
see the fact that they did not win it, and literally we saw the fact that Chichi broke down in tears at the fact that they did not win it. So first off, I start up with who is online here? Can I speak with Oge? Oge, then I have 14.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for their wager, I think that the housemates did not intentionally want to lose the wager. I just think they were exhausted with the fact that Chichi did not choose them or one of them, or maybe they just felt like Chichi could not, should not be the one to tell them what to do. Yes, she's the head of house, but they are close to the finale, so why would Chichi tell them to do something? Or I just think that they did not want to listen to Chichi, and also Chichi being emotional, she couldn't lead them. She couldn't tell them what to do. Uh,
Exactly.
Anything she tells them, they were seeing it from the point of command, or Chichi being so drunk with power. So they really didn't want to lose the wager, but Chichi couldn't guide them. They needed someone like Hermes. They needed someone
You,
like Phyna,
hmm,
not Chichi.
you saw the fact that Hermes at some point was the one who was even trying to direct the whole task and all of that, the whole rehearsals, right? And all of
Yeah.
that. So I personally feel I don't know, but I literally don't have opinions here. But I want to hear 14 guys. 14 what they have to say.
Yes, for me, it's a combination of two things. I think Chichi could not lead the people
True.
because, I mean, we can talk about rebellion. The people didn't want this, didn't want that. A proper leader can rein all that in, bring people to order. I
Yeah.
think she failed on that regard.
True.
Secondly, there was nothing original about what they presented. Big Brother said original. What these boys and girls did was went and picked what Big Brother gave as a wager task last year. This was a wager task last year. Big Brother said, do a drama that will make you remember ex-housemates, something like that. These guys picked that and they brought it into this finale wager task. I knew immediately that Big Brother was not, even if they performed like Heath Ledger and whoever, they were not going to win it because it's not original. So a combination of those two things for me, they deserved this loss. And I think Chichi is way too emotional to lead. I think she's just not a leader. And I think platforms like this would teach her that maybe she's just a good follower. I think that's my submission on this.
Yeah.
Hmm. Do you realize that what's her name? Daniela had once said that, see, I am better at following. If you're a leader, just keep me as a
Yeah.
follower. And
Yes.
you'll be happy you have me as a follower. And I think that's just to buttress the point that you were saying that for Chichi, she did not have a grip on these people. Now, also one of the things you want to look out for is your track record of your living in the house. If you have a pattern of living in that house, when it's now time for you to assume a leadership position, it is the same eye, the same lens they've been using to see you over time that they will use to see you right there on the seat of the head of the house.
Very
So when you look
true.
at like Hermes, even when Hermes was not the head of house, you cannot mess with him. He will come and say, why is everywhere dirty? Why are people not cleaning this stuff? Even when he's not the head of house, he indirectly just leads some of the housemates he feels he has an influence over, or he just brings them together as boys and say, guys, we'll do this one. Let's not allow this to be like this. Sometimes before he goes to bed, he makes sure that, the parlor, the lounge area is clean, so that when they wake up in the morning, everywhere looks good. And I think that was one of the reasons that, that we could not see Chichi have a grip over this house. I think it's
I
our
think
lesson 6.
yeah, I think another thing is that Chichi is not a good listener. So if you notice from the beginning and even all the fights or talks they have, there are times that people are just talking and she's talking back. She doesn't. She gets upset by that not properly listening to understand the issue as she jumps on it. So the same thing that goes in even when she's a leader. She, like Fortune said, she's not a good leader. She's too emotional. She doesn't listen very well. It's okay to accept that. Um, I think Chizzy was a good pick for her to help her lead, but Chizzy again is a writer, so he's gonna use that a way to just poke at people as well. Um, but it's just what it is, and I don't think like I think Oge said it. I don't think they actually wanted to sabotage it themselves. It's just that they didn't get it. They didn't get it right, and Big Brother would not give them the tax if they didn't get it right.
Hmm. Okay, okay. So finally on this live, who do you think will be going home Sunday?
Almighty question.
That's the
Fina.
question.
Who
Going
said
home?
that? Who said
Who
that?
said
Oh, oh, sorry. I didn't get it. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I didn't get the question. I heard, who do you think is
so
going home with the money?
so we give feedback. Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Sorry.
Let's start up with Alex. Who do you think is going home on Sunday?
Who do I think? Wow. Again, so I don't think it's going to be a final five. Do I think it'll be a final six? I'm thinking it might be a final eight. Again, because they want more people there. I keep saying it's an entertainment for us, but it's a business for them. They need more people in the house to make it interesting. So I what I don't know is if the writer's journey has come to an end. If it's coming to an end this Sunday, then that means probably two more people will go. If the writers will stay to the final, I think they're 11 now, so about three. So people say Shags, but you can see the numbers he pulled in about 18%. So he really separated from the rest of the backseat. So
Yeah.
I now I don't know Groovy's numbers on its own, right? So Groovy can be one. Additionally, could be another. Um, Phyna is a no. Bella. Now, so I think between Bella and Chegs, one of them will go. Right? One of them will go. If it's three of them, then if it's three people, then it'll be one from Bella or Chegs, maybe Additionally, and maybe Groovy. I might be wrong, but maybe those three. But I think
Okay.
it'll be a final eight, not a final five.
Yeah, it won't be a final five because House will
No,
literally be
it
very
won't.
boring.
It won't.
I think that people might go home or three. There might be a midweek eviction. We don't.
Yeah.
There might be eviction. Big Brother might just want to still evict two people. So we have 11 people left in the house. So I put up a poll on YouTube asking people who do you think will make it into the final five, right? And leading is Brian. Brian has 39%, followed by Hermes with 22%, followed by Adekunle with 16%, then Groovy with 14%. Then Bella, I put Bella and Shakes together and they only have 8%. Bella
Whoa.
and Shakes, they only have 8%. Right? So I want to hear Oge, who do you think is leaving on Sunday?
All right, thank you. So, Biggie is very, 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 very tactical. I think Biggie is doing something that I do not like. Let me call out Biggie first.
Okay.
He has this favoritism for Shex and Bella. I don't know why, or it's just his own game that he's playing because he wants to
No.
get on our emotions. I don't know, but I think he's really doing a good job if that's what he wants to do. So Biggie might want to just remove. I think the first person leaving is Adekule, or yeah, Adekule. After Adekule, I'm foreseeing Groovy.
Okay.
If Fina, the fans of Fina do not vote, because me, I'm voting Fina alone. So if the fans of Fina do not vote Groovy, then he's leaving. And now coming to Shex and Bella, Biggie might just evict two people because he wants to keep those people, and then come during the week and do his
Oh,
normal thing and ask the home, those who are not yet in the finale, or not those who are not yet in the top five, to play a game, and then the winner will be part of the five finals
Hmm.
finalist, I mean. So, like you saw what happened during the season of, I think, Pepe Den, no, not Pepe Den,
I think it was
Messi,
yeah,
where
it was
Diana and Fraud had to play a game.
yes.
Yeah, so I foresee Biggie doing such thing, and if that's what he's gonna do, man, he's gonna break my heart because he's not really following, like he's not really looking at the viewer's choice. Let us vote. Let us vote. Let those with the highest fans win. If Hermes has a good fan base or a strong fan base, let him enter into the finalists, not him trying to play on our emotions. So for me, Groovy, Adekule, Bella, Sex will leave, while Hermes and Brian will be part of the top five. That's my own wish, but I do not foresee it. But that's my wish.
Okay.
Removing the riders. So that's my wish. This top five for me.
Okay. One of the two, before I ask someone else to come, one of the two that I'm looking forward to is them playing the game. Remember the time was Isilomo's time. I think that was Mercy's time, Isilomo. Where from the game arena, you were going to be going to your house. If it ended up becoming if you failed that game, from the arena there, you're going home. I want Biggie to bring that into play this week because this week has been like slow. There's really been nothing much happening in the house. They've been sleeping, and that was what Biggie was trying to avoid. Having a 9th and 10th week that is boring is going to be a long one. But of course, it's what we see right here. So let me have as we've spoken about it, as Kuku spoken about who she wants in the fight, who the two people going home. Kuku, can you tell us the two you want to see go home on Sunday?
Oh, okay. Are you saying I should predict or who I want to see? I want to be sure about the question.
When you predict and do, it's the same person you want to see now. So let's hear it.
To be honest, I'm thinking Biggie is not going to have a top 5. It's definitely going to be a top 6 or even top 7. There's going to be a lot of twists. The riders definitely will be going this weekend. That is what I think. But in between Adekule, Sheks, Bella, trust me, guys, I can see. Look, one thing I've learned from this whole Big Brother show, right? There are people whose votes are very obvious online, and there are people also you can't predict their votes online. This is one of the shows. I'm loving it because this is one of the Big Brother show that is a little bit difficult to predict the winner. I know many people are rooting for Phyna, but guess what? Brian has a very strong fan base out there also. I am afraid of Brian. And Hermes' fans and fan base aren't sleeping. So Phyna's fan base they have to really top up their votes to be able to beat Brian. So if Big Brother is bringing up the top 6, let me say top 6, I think between Bella and Sheks, Bella will be there. Maybe Sheks might go with Adekunle and Groovy. That is my take. Don't come for me, please. But if it's going to be top 7, I am seeing Sheks and Bella in the final. That is my take. I am seeing the both of them. If it's going to be top 7. But if it is top 5, I am seeing Brian and Hermes, to be honest, in the finals. That's my honest opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Fortune.
Okay. Yes. So am I'm supposed to talk about the 3 people that are possibly going home, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think Shags might go home if I'm talking of 3 people. Mm-hmm. And between Adekule and Groovy, I'm conflicted a little bit because I know that Phyna's people at some point were talking about saving Adekule in prior weeks. So I don't know the direction of the voting.
Phyna's people saving Adekule.
Phyna people would not save Adekule. They'll save Groovy.
No, but not this week. This was in the prior week, not this particular one. That's why he managed to pull all that, but maybe not. Okay, so if we're talking about...
That's her boyfriend, man. If he goes, she'll break down.
Okay. That was last. So I thought maybe Adekule had that high percentage because it was his people and Phyna's people last week. So if we take out any speculative kind of voting, Adekule will be at the bottom, Shakes will be at the bottom, and Groovy will be at the bottom. I'm hoping Phyna's people are not voting for Groovy. I need that boy to go home so that Phyna can be alone in that house and stop begging for love. I would like that because at the moment, she's not happy. Every day she's looking for words of affirmation from this guy and he's not giving it. I just wanted to enjoy the last week of the show.
How do you think she'll enjoy the last week if Groovy goes?
She will be fine, Alex. If Phyna can bounce back quickly, she's not going to be crying all over the place. It's just one day she will cry just like Chichi did and then she'll pick herself up. It's better that way. She's actually not happy right now because she wants this guy to say I love you and he's not doing it. She's in
Yeah,
a very terrible position. He
don't
must go
forget they've
home.
been together for like 5, 6 weeks now.
I think, I'm
I
sorry,
know.
let me just add something to what my sister just said. I think the people out there are smarter. They are beginning to compare Fina's situation with that of Emma and the Koros of last year. I don't think they are really rooting for Groovy. I don't think they're going to vote for Groovy. You know, we are out here, we're seeing the game, we see what is happening. Fina is in there, she's emotional, she's vulnerable, and we see what happened last year. And we can see that it's obvious it's the same situation with Fina Groovy. So I don't think they're going to vote for Groovy. That is why I'm very certain that he's going to go this weekend.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, I see. Tonight is the Saturday night party, and I hope you guys are ready. I don't know. I hope it's not going to be
Nothing's gonna
boring
happen. It's gonna be
because
boring.
this
I will be sleeping.
I'm not
people
watching it too.
did at the party. Chichi was sleeping. Was it who else was there? Was it Chizzy or
Cheesy.
somebody? Yeah, Chizzy was sleeping, and maybe
Daniela as well.
yeah, they were sleeping at the pool party. So I'm wondering what's going to happen. I would rather even go for the eviction party because the eviction party is happening tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be there. I'm going to bring you videos. I probably will just go live on my YouTube here
I mean,
to show you.
nothing's gonna happen at the party. Shegs and Bella dances their own kind of way. Maybe Groovy and Fina will do something. Hermes will dance on his own. Cheesy usually dances on his own. Brian will
Brian,
probably
I
try to, yeah, he might probably
Rachel.
do something with Rachel sometimes, right?
Go to the
What
kitchen
else?
and eat.
Adekunle,
Come and watch you.
Adekunle will just be himself. Who else is remaining? I've not even. Chichi, well, she'll just do her stuff. It's not gonna be something to look at. Only probably after they've had some good alcohol, if they really good they good alcohol, maybe some. If Bella and Specs might break up again for us, and let's see if they're back, then maybe they're just gonna break up. But there's not much to expect, right? It's the end of the season.
Yeah.
Femi, when is your next live session? Because the final is on Sunday.
Should be on Wednesday.
No, yeah. So when is Femi doing? Femi, are you going to do the other live session? I'm just planning ahead.
Do you have one more to go before the final? That is what she meant.
Okay. Okay. So we've got next Saturday and then there's the final. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's finishing. It's sad.
It's almost done.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Femi froze.
Oh, he froze. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my god! But I wasn't really into these years, but I'm actually happy with the fact that it's very difficult to predict a winner compared to the previous
Yeah, it's
years.
hard
Like
because
like Lecon, White Money. I mean, it was so obvious, and
yeah,
this year
Yeah,
is.
yeah, you're right. I
I mean,
like how they did it.
there's
it's
gonna be
nice because
a shocker, because
Hermes is actually very strong. And at the moment, in as much as Fina's people are making noise and all that, I think Hermes's people are also very, very strong.
I am
Yeah,
afraid
so
Brian,
Hermes, Brian, and
what happened
Fina
with
would
Brian.
definitely be among the top five.
Bana keeps
That's
Yeah.
that's for sure.
for people to vote. So it's gonna be a tie. They really need to work hard. It's gonna be a tie. But I'm loving it. It's difficult to predict the
But I
winner.
wanted Adekunle to be part of the
hello, can
top
you hear me?
five.
Yeah,
Can you
me
hear me?
too.
Thank
Me
you for
too.
holding on.
Uh,
But
I don't think he has that
the
much
problem with
as that.
Yeah.
Okay.
the problem with Adekule is I can't really see the content he's bringing. Yeah, he brings it and he goes back. He brings it and he goes back. And at a point, we get lost with Fina's content, Bella's content, and Shek's content. So that's my problem with Adekule. But
Hmm.
he's a very
Now we
strong person. He has a very strong personality. But he goes and come back, goes and come back.
You're right.
I think
Thanks,
that
Femi.
more in task in competitions. He's intentional. Let me use that word.
He's very strategic.
Everything he does, he's very intentional about it. He knows why he's in the house. He knows his past, and he knows where he wants to see himself. Maybe in the next couple of years. So he's very. You can see
Yeah.
in the work, and that is the strength I admire in him a lot.
I think you're
Right.
right.
Thank you very much, guys. So I want to come on live, maybe on Sunday after the eviction show. I'm going to come on live on Sunday.
That would be cool.
Right?
Okay, thank you so much, Femi.
I'm going to come on live on Sunday after the eviction show. I'll drop a video. So, and then after I drop the video, I will now come on live. Then we can have the conversation for like 90 minutes, an hour and a half, analyzing, because I know that we might have a shocking eviction on Sunday. Big Brother has tried.
So we can analyze it.
He's been consistent with twists for this season, which we appreciate. I think the content this season so far has been very good, right? And maybe after like the lockdown season or mercy season, I think this season has been quite amazing, right? So if we can do a live, although I'll come alive on Sunday, then we can have a conversation about the evictions that happened during the show, right? So
yes, thank you.
I second everybody. You want to say something?
No, I said I second to what you're saying. And the live show on Sunday is very necessary. I think there's
it's very necessary. I feel like Sunday will be like, it's like the penultimate to the grand finale. So it'll be a good time for conversation. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Someone wants to join the live stream, but I just added the person. Thank you for joining, Jennifer, Dennis. Come on Sunday early, right?
Thank
and then
you.
You get to Thank you so much, guys, for joining me.
Thank
I appreciate you. All right.
Have a good day.
I'll drop
Bye-bye.
a video. Right. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you.
Bye.